out for a second. I got to light up. Exactly what I'm doing. I got to get the gal some latte. If I can find a place, and we're going to be getting our journey back home this morning. Yeah, I heard about that. He had a steak. He had a steak, but the question was, how does he eat a steak? I still want to know. He has no teeth. No teeth. Hold on. Now, with another note, we all have been witnessing how frantic he is. He's nervous. He's going to have a nervous breakdown. But I've been doing shows. You hear me like I'm pulling out my hair or something. I'm over here facing possible deportation. But I keep on trucking on. I'm not sitting here pulling my hair. I have hair. I got too much of it, in fact. I need to get a haircut. My hair grows fast. I just do them in regular shows. I'm not yelling into my camera. Oh, what you doing to me? And calling them every expletive in the word. I'm not doing that at all, have I? I have not been doing that. I'm just doing my regular shows. Lucky I'm doing any at all. I was supposed to quit YouTube 500 time, but I keep on trucking because that's the whole point. That's what you have to do. No matter what adversity you have, you face it. You don't go online and call somebody every expletive in the book and expect to change your situation. Am I right or am I wrong? And I'm kind of amazing in a way because I even amazed myself because I kind of got like this, complaint against me with immigration. And yeah, it's causing problems because I can't do an exit. So, but like my lawyer told me, he said, relax, man. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault that you can't exit the country. There's an administrative decision on there. It's not your doing. I said, yeah, I know, but that still sucks. He said, don't worry about it. He says, go on with your life like you're doing and let the people make their resolution on this and we'll handle it from there. Just go about, which I do anyway. I go about my life every day. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to go frantic like he does and make myself ill? No, man, not doing that. I'm a loser says he told everyone to donate or get off his channel. That's what he does all the. Okay. Here's the thing. Listen, I'm on some very low data here, so if I get cut off, it's because my data ran out. I'm not actually around the Wi-Fi right now, so if I get cut off for some reason, you'll understand why. That's what I heard. Yeah, it's just what he's been doing. On one hand, he wants to get donations from you people, right? Then on the other hand, he's yelling at them. If you don't donate, I mean, I keep on telling him, things could have been different with me and him. I'm being very honest with you. Things could have been very different. I could have took a different direction with his case. I have that option. Always had that option. But the reason I didn't do it is for exactly that statement you just made. And your statement, Mr. I'm a loser, is that he told everyone to donate or get off his channel. It's that is his whole attitude where he continually makes shows on here. Again, Sorry, but sometimes I got to repeat myself, but it's worthwhile. You know, calling me all these expletives, calling me a pedo, which again got him in trouble in the first place. He doesn't learn. He doesn't have the capacity to learn. Donate or get off his channel. Yeah, that's standard issue with him. How are you going to get people to donate if you're yelling at them? And you're giving them a fucking ultimatum. You don't give potential donors an ultimatum that if you don't donate to me, get the fuck off my channel. To me, that's total frustration, man. He is frustrated as hell with his situation. He has lawyers, whatever, that not been cooperative, did not turn in a motion, file a motion so they could do some plea bargaining. And yes, it is true. His plea of guilty is null and void. It was not accepted by the court. I mean, I'm telling you, okay? It was not accepted by the court, nor my lawyer. There's a certain protocol you have to do if you're going to plead not guilty under a situation when you have a case against you. There's a proper way of doing it. And it wasn't done that way. So he's a babe in the woods right now. You know, he's just very vulnerable right now legally. This means that the case is just going to continue to go on. That's what it means, to narrow it down to you so you understand. How, you know, and the longer the case goes on, the longer he's going to be incarcerated, the longer he opens his mouth, the longer he's going to be incarcerated. Because you see, when my time comes up with the case, and I'm honest with you, I don't know a date. For some reason, my lawyer don't know a date. I don't know how that's even possible, but it is. The case will keep on keeping on. And the longer it does, he's incarcerated for that amount of time more. You can't tell everyone to donate or get off his channel. You got to be sweet with somebody. And he wants people to kiss his ass. He's in no position to have people kiss his ass. He's in absolutely no position. None. None. But he's too stupid to realize that. Oh, I'm just gonna mouth off. Oh, do 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 do. Oh, do 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 do. I'm just gonna mouth off. I'm gonna mouth off and expect to get donations. I'm gonna yell at everybody. I'm gonna block them if they don't give me any money. Man, that's not the way to go about things. I don't know what's that saying. You get more flies or bees with honey or whatever. But he's doing exactly the opposite, man, which is not healthy. He's just more frustrating himself than anything. I mean, listen to me. Am I like pissed off? Am I yelling in a phone? No, man. I'm just having a regular show, my regular tone of voice. Nothing's changed, despite this deportation complaint, and I'm just holding my own, man. Because what else can you do? Well, you can frustrate yourself and say, "Oh man, I'm not happy about this," and I've said I wasn't happy about it, but that's it. I said what I needed to say about it. No, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about her either. Nor is Gilda. Believe me when I tell you that. She's not happy with either one of them. Gilda may be a quiet one, but I'll tell you what, in a certain situation, she'll voice out if she had to. She should voice it out. I wish she would let loose a little bit. Get on here and just tell these two people, I say people to be kind, tell them how she feels. But I guess I'm her mouthpiece. Because, unlike Barry, she's not confrontational. And that's a trait that Filipinos have. They're not really confrontational. But you piss them off enough, and they will be trust me, they will be very confrontational. Why? You think Gilda is happy about the prospect of me having to possibly leave the country? Oh, ho, ho. No, she's not. And she sure is not happy with Barry's quote girlfriend. Oh, no, she's not. Which is going to lead to other things happening, which I've talked about and I don't want to go over again regarding his girlfriend. Let's just say certain ramifications of her false report. So now the begging gets even heavier. I need to eat, he says. What a crock of shit that was. Donate to me, I need to eat. Well, dude, you're as big as a house now. It seems to me that you're eating just fine. Just fine, thank you. You need to eat. I think you've done a pretty damn good job of eating. Apparently, by witness of people who have seen you on a video and how big you got. I think you're eating just fine. And what would he do with donations anyway? For what? It's not like he's giving this money to pay back anybody that donated to him. Even in regards to Ricky, Ricky did try to help him. I know Ricky's behind a lot of this. I know, you don't have to tell me. Not that I'm sticking up for Ricky, but I will say he did make at least a partial effort to try to help Barry out. And the money that he did get in hand from Ricky, the $15,000 supposedly, what did he do with that money? Did he put it toward legal counsel? Did he put it toward anything that was going to even remotely help him get out of his situation? No, it's rinse and repeat what he's done in the past. People gave him money supposedly earmarked for, something more important, but as history tends to repeat itself, he was at the time buying booze and cigarettes, and so there you go. You want to donate to him? I don't have a problem with that. I always say it's not coming out of my pocket. Okay, Mama San's here. Zoom in on Barry's steak. It's a rotten, frozen piece of ground beef. Steak. As I said, I don't understand how he could eat a steak. And I say this because I know that we don't have any teeth, because my brother did. He didn't. He was not able to chew a steak. It's all for show. On one hand, he's saying to you, listen to this. Let me do like Barry. Look. He's over there begging for money to eat, but he's eating a fucking steak. A steak. He goes, I gotta eat, send me money. And he goes on camera and shows that he's eating a steak. Oh, that'll make me want to donate to him. Like you're supposed to feel sorry for me. Look at my situation. Feel sorry for me. I'm sitting there eating a fucking steak. I need money for food, and he's eating a fucking steak. Oh my God, I'm telling you. He's amazing. He's eating a fucking steak that he can't possibly eat. But he finds a way to swallow it whole. Do you like swallowing it whole, Barry? Do you? Well, no more comments on that. But you'd have to swallow it in chunks. I mean, how are you even going to taste it? But nevertheless. He shows a steak and he's begging for money. How am I going to eat? Well, it's your Social Security money. Which, by the way, I did manage to call. I couldn't sleep too well last night. There's a lot. Somebody was doing karaoke. Yeah, something you can't get away from, no matter where you are. I didn't tune into his show because I was asleep at that time, but I got plenty of people telling me what's going on. Of course, he took his show down. How do you come on your show and have the fucking balls to ask people for donations when you're sitting there eating a fucking steak and saying, I gotta eat? Apparently, you got money to buy that steak, no matter how you manage to digest it. Lack of chewing, I don't know. I mean, the balls on this guy. Meat chugger. Hey, Mark. Chugs it down, I guess. I mean, I don't know. As I said, I don't have much data left on the phone. For some reason, I get cut off. Yeah, I had to come on and say this because from everything people write me to. Begging. Now he's in his worst begging stages, but why doesn't he use the Social Security money to solve or try to resolve some of his problems? My understanding is he hasn't even made an effort to pay back immigration. Is that true? I mean, to my understanding, I think that's true. What is he doing with these so called donations, the little bit that he gets? Now, what is this rumor about John Blaze giving him $500? I don't think that happened. John Blaze has mixed emotions about me and certainly about him. I couldn't see John Blaze letting loose of 500 because I listen to his shows occasionally that he does put on, and he seems very money conscious for some reason. I don't know. I think his girlfriend is spending lots of money or something. He's realizing how expensive it is. $500, man, could be well spent on legal matters and how about paying down the immigration of what he owes? He's not made, in my understanding, he's not made any effort on that at all. Marx is nothing like a good, uh, good, I don't, good something, good idiot smoothie. Oh, lovers in the night. If I was really stressed out, I wouldn't be singing. Almost every show, I'm singing some kind of song. I can't be that stressed out. So I don't allow myself to be. But it's pretty obvious what's going on. He is like mass stressed. He's like a caged bobcat walking from one side of the room to the other while contemplating his navel. Hot now, summer in the city. Hands getting dirty and gritty. Hot now, summer in the city. The lovely Sabu Sabu. The lovely Mandawi. Oh yeah, I was tempted to go over there and just to see what his reaction would be. But I'm sure he would have told the guards, "Don't let this guy up." Well, why wouldn't you let me up? You want to confront me, right? Why give some words to the guards? Don't ever let this guy in. But keep on telling people, yeah, come over and see me. See what I'm going to do. See what I'm going to do. You wouldn't do shit. Let me tell you something, dude. I'm not a huge guy, but I've got some fucking strength that would surprise your fat ass. And I've got some power in my arms, which have been a little bit built up lately. Sometimes you can't get something in people's head. Although you might be actually doing it, but he's too cocky to want to admit or let it sink in that his situation has not been very advantageous to him. So let's review something again, real quick. No, he is not. He is not going to be able to go back into the sweet soils of Philippines once he's deported. I bluntly asked my lawyer for like probably the fifth time, just to make sure I was hearing right over a period of time. He says no, once he's deported, he will not be able to come back to this country. Now, this is coming from a lawyer. It's not coming from one of Barry's false supporters, trolls, etc. It's coming from a learned attorney. He will never be able to come back into this country again. That's it. What have we learned so far? He's not married. And we know he's getting his Social Security. He's got plenty of money to buy his meals because how else would he be able to buy his meals? Just goes to say. His girlfriend is not making that kind of money. I'll guarantee you that. Making these 3-inch carpets and having a sorry story. That's not an insult, it's a fact. He claims his girlfriend's making all kinds of money. No, sorry stores, they're a dime a dozen. They don't make much money. There's certainly not enough money to be able to spare anything, to be buying him meals every day at grab prices. That ain't gonna happen. So logically, we could certainly make the assumption, it's not even an assumption, it's a fact, that he's using his money from his Social Security. He's just got paid again. I'm getting paid today, which reminds me I have to go to an ATM. He's not hurting for money. He just doesn't want to spend much of his own money because he's concerned that when the time comes that he gets thrown out of the country permanently, he's not going to have any money to go buy some kind of a vehicle or something. He's been putting the money away, guaranteed. He's got money in his account. That's how he's surviving every day. Unless he's growing, besides mold in his cell, he's growing a money tree that's putting out money every day. I don't think that's possible. Okay, Mama San. Yeah, I'm near the street. Yeah, noisy, isn't it? Mama San says some of the liar stuff are listening. Some of the bar staff, okay, are listening. They are cheering for you to defeat that evil man. I said, well, he's already defeated in his own way. Emotionally, morally, every way you can think of, he's defeated. I wonder what happens if he gets a toothache, a major toothache. Now, that could be a real concern. Toothaches are no fun. Or anything else that happens. He's claiming that they're not going to allow him, if he had a medical emergency, this is total crap. That they're not going to allow him to go to a hospital. It would have to be the public hospital. Vicente de Soto, or any one actually in Mandawi, actually, over here. There's a hospital. And I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. Now, if he's really that concerned and saying that they're not going to let him go to the hospital, maybe he should stop his bulk eating and realize that he's gained some major poundage that could affect him health-wise and have a real total disaster. He'll wind up dying in his cell. But he still proclaims that he's happy with his living situation. Again, the free rent. He keeps on emphasizing the free electricity, having his Xbox, a separate screen, a cell phone, and a laptop, and an ice maker, and a coffee maker. Sounds like he's very comfortable with his environment. Well, get used to it. Because what I understand right now there, Digger, is that you're going to be there for a while yet. We're going to be approaching this month, your 23rd month in captivity. Oh, I love that word. In captivity, like some fucking animal that he is. In captivity. Does he just sit there and suffer? Anthony says, no, man, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. It's a universal law. I mean, I don't care, you know, most prisons will, and jail situations will allow you to see a doctor or something if you have to. Maybe he just doesn't want to pay for it. He's tight with his money, is what it is. He didn't want to spend his well. Why should he spend his own money when you could give him money? Why would you do that? Why would he do that? Hey, free is good. Free is good. Well, I gotta go get my lovely, wonderful, beautiful girlfriend. Find a place to get a latte. Lovers in the dark. Do you hear me stressing out? Fuck, I'm singing songs on my show. I sing songs after my show. I'm not stressing. Other people might be stressed in this situation, but I'm not stressing myself out. It's not worth it. I will handle anything that comes my way, guaranteed. And if it did come to the point that I have to leave the country for a while, it would not be permanent in my situation. At worst, it would be a year, which is still a year of my life away from my girlfriend, mind you, but there's something called cell phone. If you recall, I got stuck in Hawaii because of the COVID, and that was over a year. Life still went on every day. At worst, I get to experience another culture. Remember, I'm not world traveled, as people say. You don't go anywhere, Frank. Well, if I'm forced to go somewhere, if it ever came down to that, I'll deal with it. I mean, what else could I do? Makes sense. I'll deal with it. I get to experience another culture. That's a plus. I told you, make lemonade out of lemons. That's what you have to do. But don't come on your show and yell at your viewers. If you don't donate to me, I'm going to block you. Oh, that's the surefire way of making donations. It's over, Barry. It's over. People don't trust you. You're a chronic, habitual liar. That doesn't get you anywhere in life. So far, where's it gotten you so far? Where's it gotten you? Going on 23 months of being in a fucking cage in captivity. That's where it got you. Which you called me, everything was a lie. And to make it worse, you get your girlfriend involved. She's not supposed to get involved, was she? No, 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 no. But you involved her. So how were you helping her by trying to help yourself by doing that and getting her to make a report on me? How are you helping her when you're putting her in a pot of boiling water? Believe me, this is early stages going on here. There's lots to come. There's lots to come. Right, Robert? Now you're probably simulcasting me. How was your day, Robert, anyway? Full of excitement? Did you go to bingo? Lovers in the... How are you making your situation better? And you call her your girlfriend. Well, you call her your wife. We know better. But if you really love that gal, why would you have involved her on this? Come on, man. I expect you to say, come on, man. Come on, man. Why would you involve your girlfriend and put her in jeopardy? Because she is in jeopardy. I will tell you right now, I'll tell my viewers. She is in jeopardy. This is not over. This is just beginning. She put together, whether she was coerced by Barry or not to do it, she put together a fictitious, a false, invalid report on me that she cannot substantiate. Someone with a lot of knowledge about the law told me that he is suspicious that something happened at an immigration level to get this report through. Mm-hmm. You go, girl. I have somebody that believes that's what happened. Oh, yeah. Because otherwise, that report would have not been accepted. Because it was all poppycock. That gal ain't fucking depressed and PTSD. We've seen her, and we've seen her shows. Has she looked unhappy to anybody? Going about her business, dancing around, singing the karaoke, titled the show How Wonderful the World Her Life Is, dancing, spinning around. And does that look like somebody with PTSD or deep depression? And Barry says, oh, she fears going out. She has to go out every time she goes out. She has to go out with a relative. She's afraid that something's going to happen to her. I never even met the gal, nor do I really wish to, unless it's in a court of law. I'll be glad to meet her then. Love is in the... See, I'm singing. I can't stop singing, man. I'm so depressed. I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned about my future. Let me tell you the truth. If I had to get deported, in my case, it would not be a permanent deportation. It would not be. I've spoke to my lawyer about that. I didn't commit no big crime, a crime of passion or anything. I didn't commit anything, except supposedly what they're saying is that I said bad things about her, which never happened. I know the score. And I've already set up in my mind already that there's a remote possibility that I might even have to voluntarily leave the country, which would be even a better situation for me if that happened. But what I'm being told, it's all good. Just hang in there. Don't stress yourself out. We have avenues to address this matter. I'm not going to be detained in any way. I'm not going to jail. None of the above. None. Although Robert will think different. They got the count. Hey, what's today? Today's the 4th. Free bird. Free bird. I want to do a little Lynyrd Skynyrd. Sorry, I forgot the lyrics. I'm a free bird, buddy. I'm not in a gilded cage like you are. I'm a free soul. You're not. And the odds of me being in a cell are astronomically low. Even so, I could bail out, buddy. You got the money to bail out? Hey, that's right. And what are you doing with any donations? Aren't you trying to get some bail together? You're not even doing that. What are you doing with your money? Oh, you're eating a steak. At the same time he's eating a steak, he's begging his donors, I need to eat, man. But I got this steak in front of me. This should be a cartoon. All right, guys, I got to go. Because actually, in a matter of an hour, I gotta depart. Or, no, I didn't say deport. I said depart. Depart. Like denial or the Nile. He's still in that river, man. He never got out of that river. Denial. Perhaps Egypt will be a great location for you to deport you, because you will be near denial. That was kind of a good one. You'll be near denial. Denial, I tell you. I gotta go. Papa, you can now do your little soliloquy. But I'm not gonna listen to it. I got things to do. Places to go. You know what I'm saying? Popeye's pissed, I'm sure, because he was hoping I was going to be in a jail cell or something. Today's the 4th. I'm free. I'm free, as you can see. Should I do the crab walk? Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm supposed to walk like a crab. Here we go. Let's do the crab walk. There we go. Get that one down, Popeye. That'll make a good skit. Let's do the crab walk. All right, guys. I really got to go.
All right, welcome in Mike Dowdy, Arlo De Winter, Mr. Merciful, Mr. Tux, Flying Circus, Seven Ways, John Blaze, Gypsy Jaywalk, Beach Life, all of you, Mike Luna, Flying Circus again. Welcome in. It's good to see you all. This is what I have to say about that live stream. Thou does protest too much. Yes, thou does protest too much. I'm not stressed. Look at me. I'm singing. I'm singing. I'm happy. Somebody wrote in the live chat, even, oh yeah, that was Gypsy Jaywalk. Even slaves sang songs and they were stressed out. Oh man. Dude, I've been saying for months on end, the motherfucker is on hold departure. And tonight he admitted it. He's not allowed to leave the country. So, where do we stand? We're waiting on a decision. And you can hear it in his voice when he talks about Shah, when he talks about his situation. He's waiting. He's on fucking pins and needles. The only reason why he's dancing tonight is because he wasn't taken to detention center. Okay? They're not going to fucking come get him. Okay? They neither have the time or the money to. Right? And as for hoping ends up, Frank ends up in a jail cell, well, nah, I really don't want to see that. I just want to see his ass get kicked out of Philippines. And that you're going to have to wait for. You're all going to have to wait until a decision is made. And the way he's talking, well, even if I get kicked out, it'll only be for a year. That's his lawyer talking. His lawyer is telling him, oh, don't worry. Even if they kick you out, you'll only be gone for a year. We can get you back in. Don't. I mean, and this lawyer is going to tell this fucking buffoon anything he wants to hear. Because once he's deported and he can't come back, the lawyer don't have to deal with him. And the lawyer's got his money. It's as simple as that. Okay? It is as simple as that. There's no two ways around it. Okay? So that's the way it's going to roll. All right. If anybody would like to come on and express their opinion, they're more than welcome. There's the live stream link. Of course, his lawyer is placating him. That's what Filipinos do. They do that the best. If you want to be placated, talk to a Filipino. They're good at it. Oh, don't worry, sir. Everything gonna be okay. You know? Some days I'll come on but I'm eating. Very well. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner. I really don't like to eat until 7:30. Go lay down like a good boy. Go ahead. Go ahead. You had enough. Go lay down. And I I don't like to eat till 7:30. It's a habit I picked up being over in Europe. That 4 o'clock in the afternoon dinner is no, not my style. Not my style. Someday I'll come on, but I'm eating. Yes. Okay. Remember, you always have the opportunity here. Okay. And let's see, he's been locked up for 675 days. And at the end of April, we will, April 28th, 2025, we will be celebrating the 2 year mark. Too much to do later? Fair enough. Everybody has different schedules flying circus. Okay. And Aloe, I'm not signing that goddamn fucking mineral deal. I want the war continue. I want people to keep dying. Oh man. It is what it is. Okay. And you can hear him every step of the way protesting that he is not worried. Dude, that motherfucker is probably eating Tums like they're fucking candy mints. Another Christmas party for Bama 2025. Yes. Let's see. This is March, right? Oh boy. We're already into the second month of this year. Okay. Already into the second month. Yeah. Yeah. Christmas is coming. And we'll start celebrating at September because that's when the Filipinos start celebrating Christmas in September. So it'll be September, October, November, and December. We'll be celebrating Locked Up Abroad on Christmas Day. Barry Jordan. And that's the way it rolls. All right. And you can see how upset he is that I simulcast him. And I really don't care for his hypocrisy when he cried, Barry, of course, Barry took his live stream down. Dude, Frank, you take down all the shitty things you ever say. You hide away all your shit. You would have no fucking channel if you left your shit up. Because everybody and their brother would be filling out a long form on it. The Burr month are coming. Yep. Yeah, they are, Mr. Tux. And welcome in, Mr. Reborn Troll. Another Christmas party. Yeah. Everybody loves a Christmas party. You love a Christmas party? I love a Christmas party. Okay? That's the way it rolls. Okay? And tomorrow night, President Trump will give his State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress. And he says he's going to tell it like it is. So that ought to be some fun watching if you guys enjoy politics. If you don't, to each his own, and to own is each. Simple as that. But, well, I put the link out there. Nobody would like to come on and have a word. That's okay. I know you're all shy. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. And this is Popeye One. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.